everybody. It's 5 o'clock on Tuesday, and we're going into the mid-season break and into the holiday season. And so, hello, and I'm happy to see you guys, and I'm really excited to do this with you this week. Oh boy, I did not put on Do Not Disturb. Oops. That will just be a pain. Okay, cool. All right, well, while everyone is getting together, everyone is getting it. Okay, my surprise guest will be here, which is great. Okay, knowledge comes first. I'm shouting you out. Yes. Oh, thank you for saying I look pretty. Thank you. You love my hair and jacket. This is no spawn, okay? I am really in love with this pattern beauty custard. I don't know what's happening. My hair just loves this. I have no idea, but I'm really excited about it. So that's, I just need to say that. Say that. Okay. All right. Thank you for saying you love the new episode. Hi, Robin Ayers. Lovely to see you, girl. I will see you in the new year for lunch. Chris Lofton is aboard. Lovely to see you too. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Love to teach. You want to be on the writing team. Okay. So I will just, while we're waiting for people to join, I will just say that usually I actually don't work on the power shows anymore day to day, but what we did do is we would hire younger writers and kind of promote them up through the ranks. So we would hire people as writer's assistants, sometimes my assistant, etc. Oh, okay. So someone else asked about my hair. So this is, pattern beauty custard. I don't think it's called like a curling custard or anything. And I just did it for my twist out and it's amazing. I love it. I'm obsessed with pattern beauty right now. And also, Flawless Beauty, because Larry Sims does my hair sometimes, by GU, like he and Gab's line. Oh my God. They're, that 5 butter, miracle mask. I don't have nice enough things to say about it. Okay. All right. I'm going to start answering some questions. Wow. There's over 1,000 of you here already. This is so amazing. Okay. All right. Lots of people asking me to, add them to the show, which is very cute. And I appreciate you guys. I'm, looking at that. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay. Just looking. Okay, you guys got some questions. All right, I'm going to start with some of the ones that were sent in already, and then I will get to the ones that are coming in live. Okay, Snoop is my dog. I'm sorry. Someone just said they watched the show on the treadmill and almost fell off of it. A lot of body. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. Oh my God, is Ghost really dead? I don't have a shot. I wish I had one because I would do that. Okay. When you wrote the first pilot for Power, did you know how big the show would be based on the script? No, I think I've answered this before. No, I have not. I did not know. I do one day at a time. And so one day at a time I did, hi Romil. I did kind of my best on the script. I did my best on the outline. I took notes. I got notes from everybody. I did every step going along. So, oh, hi, Corey. Okay, a couple of my friends are joining. Okay. XJazz08, X, will Kane ever get his moment of redemption with the audience like Tariq did? That's really interesting. It's a really interesting question because Kane has had multiple moments where you guys could trust him and not trust him, but you're going to see him come kind of full circle. But I'm not going to say how. Because I don't do that. Curlfriend, I need confirmation that Zeke is the love child of Monet and Mecca. Yes, I confirmed that last week. Confirming again. Okay. How many kids does Mecca have? He has at least one that you guys know about, who is Zeke. Okay, so now I have, please answer me, did we just watch the mid-season finale? Yes, you did. Just watch the mid-season finale. That's what that was. Absolutely. Just so you guys know, overall, I will tell you, this whole break in between the episodes is not my idea. I don't like it. I don't write the show that way. It should push all the way through. However, we don't actually have a choice in that. That's like a Starz programming thing. So what we have done for the last couple of years is write the episodes in case there is a mid-season finale because they make that decision after we turn them in. Does that make sense? So we don't actually have a choice. We can't actually do that, unfortunately. Okay, let me keep going. let's see. Okay. Bring Slick back to direct. He's a great guy. Slick is too busy. I have actually tried to hire Slick many times. Okay. But Slick is too busy. He actually directed an episode, I think maybe 2 episodes of BMF this year, so they got to work with him, which was really great. Okay, a couple questions. JZ_1379. Will Tariq realize he's like Ghost, and will he understand why his dad acted the way he did? Well, have you realized you're like your parents? And have you realized that your parents are why you act like you do? Basically, yes, over time he will come to it, but it's going to take time. It's not going to be something, it's not going to be something exactly like real easy, Why did Sax call Lorenzo on his burner phone? Was that a mistake? Because Lorenzo does have a burner phone, and you'll just wait. Mecca values loyalty from everyone. Is he as loyal? No, if I tell you that, are you going to watch the rest of the season? Okay, but let's see. Okay, let me keep going. Is there more to the lawyer who handles Ghost's estate than meets the eye? That's Cream World. Not necessarily. I know, there's no like weird secret that's going to come out there necessarily. Minor Girl 42, so Effie is Mecca's daughter? Absolutely not. No. No, that's not it. Okay, so there are a lot of questions. I got a ton of questions about why Ghost's letter was not read by Ghost. And the way I will answer this is that would have been ideal. But when we were unable to make that happen, I happened to be watching The Prince of Egypt. I know this is a random movie, but Val Kilmer played Moses in that movie, and when they decided to do God's voice in the burning bush, they actually used Val Kilmer's voice and they put a treatment on it. And the reasoning of the directors was that they felt like when we hear God's voice, it's our voice in a way. They felt that kind of, instinctively inside. So I thought, this is an interesting way of doing it. Like, how else could we do it? Because the other way to do it was in silence. And I thought there was some beauty in having Tariq read it himself. That said, there were a couple questions about whether or not it was an interpretation. It was not an interpretation. There were one or two questions like people didn't believe Ghost would have written that. This is a tough one as the writer, because if you believe Ghost as a character as I wrote him from the beginning, then you have to kind of believe me when I tell you stuff about him, because I would be the authority on that, right or no? That's also another argument, that Ghost belongs to you guys now. Once we shoot it and we air it, Ghost belongs to the fans. That's another argument. What I would say is that is what Ghost wrote him. Period. And I would also say that Tariq was only supposed to read that in the event he was arrested for murder, not in the event he committed a murder. I want to be really clear about that. Ghost is not saying, I knew you would get arrested. He's not saying, sorry, I need to go back. Ghost is not saying in the letter that I knew you would commit a murder. He's saying, I knew you would get arrested. I knew you weren't smart enough to do what you were doing. Now, here's the thing. If you go back and watch 610 and 615, and you tell me for sure that you don't think the man you saw would tell Tariq, you're not smart enough to pull this off, well, okay. But I actually think that is exactly what Ghost would say, which is that you should never have gotten caught. Now, here's the thing. Should Tariq have gotten caught? No. But did he trust the wrong person? Yes. And who was that? Kane. And you could also argue that trusting Braden didn't work out super well either. Okay, great. Cake Money asks, why did Kane decide not to tell Mecca that he knew Tariq? Well, let's see. Did it seem like that was going to work out for him? Let's ask. It seemed as though lying to Chef, because he lied to Chef in the moment and all those things, it didn't seem like that was going to work out for Kane. Also, if you guys remember, every time anyone does something that Mecca doesn't like, he kind of just kills them. So Kane was just being smart and keeping his kind of powder dry. Okay, let's see. We're on break. Will Zeke meet Mecca? Stay tuned. Is Tasha coming back? She's still shooting Queens. Okay. Yes, again, same thing. The letter didn't seem like something Ghost would write. Go back to 610. How was he talking to Tariq? Go back to 615. How was he talking to Tariq? What is he saying? Again, he's saying, I knew you would get caught. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to keep keep going. Okay. Let's see. Who is next to die? Come on, you guys. Who is next to die? I'm not going to tell you that. Can you imagine if I was like, okay, so here's going to die. Who's going to die in each episode? No way. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Never Stop Striving. I think Tariq is going to be way more like Cain than Ghost after he gets out of jail. You know what? Never Stop Striving. I'm going to stop here because usually I don't respond to comments like this, but this is so brilliant because this is actually, again, Tariq is Ghost's son, but he was raised by 4 people, right? He was raised by Ghost, Tasha, Tommy, and Kanan. So he isn't just Ghost. He's actually all of these people. And he feels tremendous guilt about what happened between he and Kanan. So I think that you're kind of on a track, which is that Tariq is trying to find a way to be a good person, which is much like his father's story. But the inner Kanan in him is going to be like, nah, my friend. Is it true there's no upcoming episode this week, says Jethro Gungaluza. No, there's no episode this week. I don't know when the next one is. I probably should have looked that up, but it's not this week. Okay. Let's see. I'm upset. I do love that. Reggie B80, they played the same song when this was arrested, unknown to you. I think what you mean to say is Tariq, we played the same song when Tariq was arrested as we did when Ghost was arrested. That is correct. For all of you who were paying attention, there were a bunch of you who were paying attention. We quoted Ghost's arrest shot for shot. Shanna Stein and I worked on that, and we talked about that it's supposed to feel exactly the same because Ghost made a whole bunch of mistakes and Tariq echoed them. Let's see. Is Mecca Ghost's brother? We've already been through this. Okay. How did we land on the exact statement Ghost left for Tariq in the letter? Gosh, it was really a bunch of going back and researching and looking at what their last kind of conversations were about, and how Ghost felt about the path that Tariq was going down and all of those things. Ghost knew what his son was. Remember, Ghost wanted Tariq to turn himself in, which ultimately would have been the end of his life of crime. Stacey Hendricks, is Ev going to die next? Super not going to answer that question. Is there more to the letter than Tariq read? No. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Method Man, Red Man seems awesome. By the way, those guys are so amazing. They're so amazing together. That's one thing that I really wish that I could share with the fans. We didn't do a lot of behind the scenes this year because of COVID. We couldn't have another crew on set. It was very hard to do that. So we missed an opportunity to show those two guys come together, like see each other for the first time on set. That was amazing. And I'm sorry that we can't share that, but it was really beautiful. Really, really great. Okay, looking. It's her, 1981. Courtney, just don't answer any stupid questions at all. I think they'd be trying to annoy you on purpose. They're not annoying me. It's okay. I don't get annoyed. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you because the truth is that you guys are amazing. I love the fans no matter what. Even the fans who say to me, you are the worst writer of all time. I think I've told you guys this. Those people who say I'm the worst writer of all time, I'm like, how did you end up watching my show then? How do you even know who I am? If I'm the worst writer of all time, I'm probably not someone that you would be following. Okay, I'm going to go back here. Okay, someone said, Brianna, will there be more of a love story between Diana and Tariq? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Actually, someone said to me, and it was actually really interesting too, that someone said to me, like, well, it's in the trailer that Tariq and Diana kiss. It is in the trailer. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, let's see. Okay. Are there any more letters from Ghost? I don't know. I actually don't know that. I don't know. We talked about it. D Jackson NY76. Is Diamondstern going to get Tariq out of jail? This answer, I will just say, is like many of the answers that I give you guys, which are totally unsatisfying, and I'm sorry, but totally true. Sometimes people are on other shows and you just can't get them. You can't get them on. It would be so great if we could just keep everybody together like a chess set and then just pull them out when we needed to. But human beings are working and doing all their things, and respect to actors, they have to keep hustling. Again, nothing more. Oh, Uncle_Caesar. Actually, yeah, I definitely want to answer this question. How do I feel about fans constantly harassing or threatening the actors on Power? I don't understand it. I really honestly don't understand why people are in Paige's DMs or giving Paige ugly things. Like, Woody is so great about it. Woody is so great about you guys saying, oh, Kane is messed up or whatever. But I don't really understand, like, why people are doing that. Like, can you guys tell me why that is? Because it's fiction. It's not real. You know, it's not real. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, let me get through. All right, why did Rashad Tate smirk when he saw Tariq get arrested, especially when he needs him? Because it's not kind of a smirk like a ha ha ha. It's more of a smirk like, man. It's more of a man. It's more of a da da da. Will 50 Cent ever let his character die? Well, here's the thing about Kanan. Kanan is amazing. Like, Kanan is part of Tariq's imagination right now. So, you know, that is what it is. Like, why would he ever go away? Hold on. Someone asked, why do we have the same theme song for book 1 and book 2? Because people really needed it. People needed the theme song to, like, come back. And we got so many people who were, like, really excited about it. So, you know, I'm trying to find something because there was a question. I was looking for someone who's supposed to be on and I can't find it. Okay, let's see. Let me answer another question. Okay, hold on one second. I'm looking for something. Okay, am I bringing Paula back? Stay tuned. Please answer your question about Mecca and Lorenzo looking alike. Unfortunately, that is casting, has nothing to do with, it's not a story that we're telling. It's not some story. Why doesn't Monet leave Lorenzo? Well, Rebecca Candle, guess what? There was no reason to leave him. There was no reason to leave him because he was inside, but he's not inside now. Okay. Okay, just looking. I can't find his request. So I'm looking for a specific request to join and I can't find it.
Can you tell him to comment?
Let's see. Okay.
Is he in here?
Sorry guys, I'm just looking for somebody. No.
Okay, he hasn't sent it yet.
Okay, all right, great. Let's see. Okay. All right, I would love to see Raina grow up in age. You mean Yasmin, because Raina's not alive anymore. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Too Smooth Dog. People are disconnected from reality, confuse fake for real and real as entertainment. I don't really believe that though. I mean, people are sane. They're going to work. They're doing things. Let's see. Okay. Will Carrie Milgram secret? I don't understand that one. Okay. Why Power Ghost? Why not Power Raising Ghost? Well, it's really Power Book 2. So it's Power Book 2, Book 1, then Power Book 2, Ghost is the title. Okay, great. Let's see. Looking at all these folks. Does Monet get Tariq out of jail? Do you think she wants Tariq out of jail? I'm just asking the question. Like, is that what you guys think? Right now, she doesn't even know he's been arrested. You guys have to wait, so he doesn't really know. Still sleep. Is Drew's character going to take a turn? You are a smart viewer. Will Diana go to college? Okay. There we go. Hold on. Okay. I think I did. Sorry, guys, I'm just having technical difficulties. Oh, I tried. Okay. I think so. Just waiting. Oh, there you are. I've been trying to connect to you.
I sent my request like 3 times. I'm like, what is wrong with my phone?
Oh, man. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm like a little under the weather. Weather changes kicking my ass, but I'm chilling though.
I mean, it's too bad you're not out here with me in Cali.
That's what I'm saying. I don't gotta worry about no cold. I don't gotta worry about nothing out there. But right now, cold is kicking ass.
So I just want to first of all congratulate you on the incredible response to like what you guys did this episode.
Yes. It's freaking crazy. That the reaction that I got from the fans is like, I didn't expect that reaction. Like, I knew the episode was huge, but like the amount of people that called my phone, texted my phone, like, bro, what is going on? Free week. It's crazy. Like, till this day, people are still telling me free week. Like, my phone is still blowing up till this day.
Why did we not plan better and why didn't we have free week t-shirts? We should have been wearing them right now is what we should have done. Okay. I'm sorry. I need a free Where is 22 shirt.
Yeah, we need all free Reek, free 22, free Michael. They all locked up right now.
We need the little dolls. You know those little dolls that you have? We need one that's in a jumpsuit.
We need one in a jumpsuit. Then we need like a little cell, like a little mini cell to put in. Look at my mama.
Like a play set? Like a free Reek play set?
Yep, free Reek play set. Thanks.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions. One is, for sure, how did it feel? How did getting arrested feel? How did that feel?
Man, getting arrested was devastating. It was like, damn, I'm really going in. Like, they really got me right now. Like, they got me, especially for the double murders. Like, damn, that's heavy. So definitely just that feeling. Like, when I watched it, I was like, oh my God, like, it hit me different. Like, I knew everything that was gonna happen, but like the music, the shot, and like exactly how everything was put together, I was like, damn, this felt that in my chest. It was tough. And I had the suit on just like Ghost when he got arrested. I'm like, dang, history really is repeating itself right now.
I mean, it is. It really was. But it was also like, for us, it was very emotional. Like when I first saw it in the when I first saw it in the editing room, like we all started crying because it was so crazy.
I was like this close. I was this close, but I thought it out though. And then when Lauren was like Tariq, and then Professor Merlin like, it's what he deserves. Like, damn, like you don't even know if I really did it or not. Like, what for me?
She's already decided that you did it.
That's tough. Professor Milgram always has something out for me. I feel like she always has something out for me.
Did you? I don't know if you saw, but Naturi just said hello to us.
Yeah, I saw it when I first joined. I said, look at my mama. But I don't know what's going on right now. My comments aren't refreshing for some reason.
It's your internet as always. Michael Rainey's internet is always janky, everyone. I've never ever been in a situation with Michael Rainey where there wasn't like stuttering.
Especially in our cable reading, I'm going to be tweaking out. I'll be like, damn, I gotta get a new router. Tough.
So did you see that that Naturi was doing, she was doing like a dance for like to support people getting their blood pressure checked, and people were like in her comments like, go get your kids.
They're like, you out here dancing and Reek is locked up. Go get him. I'm like, the amount of those comments I saw, I'm like, yo, people are really crazy. Like, people are literally insane. Like, they're really riding for Tariq. They're like, yo, somebody better go get him. Mama, I need you right now. I need mama right now.
So then I'm going to ask you the question the fans are just asking me, which is, how do you feel about the fact that people kind of confuse fiction and fact with this show? Obviously, you've been living with it a long time.
Man, like, obviously I got used to it after a while, but at first I was just like, damn, these people are freaking crazy. Like, at first it was like just insanity and like, you know, the death threats and everything. I'm like, yo, like, it's just a show. And then I'm like, after a while, I just noticed like how like tied in people are to the show and like how hard they ride for everyone in the show. So it's just like, after a while, it's just like, you know, it's inevitable. They're gonna go hard for each character at the end of the day. So I just gotta take it with a grain of salt. After a while, I just started loving it all. I was just like, yeah, it was me. I did all that crazy stuff. Sorry.
I would have to say you handled it really well. Like, you handled it better than many, many people would have, because there were so many people who were like, really, grown-ass men threatening you and being like, I should stomp you out. It's like, my fool, really?
And they was banning me from cities. It was crazy. Yo, the craziest thing was, I forgot what city it was. I think it was like either Philadelphia or something like that. But there was like a car dealership, and it had like a huge billboard with my face on it. And I forgot what it said, but it was like something pertaining to like, we're not doing this for Tariq, something like that. I have to find it. I'm gonna send it to you. But they literally had my face on a big billboard in their car dealership. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
listen, when you know you're part of the culture, you know you're part of the culture. What can I say?
Yeah,
So, all right, let me ask you a question as the character. So, as Reed, who are you angriest at right now?
who am I angriest at?
Because you're sitting in the cell, right? So take yourself back. You're sitting in the cell. You just read the letter from your dad. You don't know. So who are you maddest at right now?
I would say I would say Ghost because like damn homie, like that's how you feel, like you really
I mean,
predict.
you know you killed him, right? You know you shot him, right?
Yeah, yeah, but he wrote that letter before I shot him though, which is the craziest part. Like he was really feeling that way for the longest. Like damn, Ghost. But honestly, I would say Ghost, and then I would say Braden as well, because he could have told me like. They was on the campus looking out for us. They ran through our room and all. They could have told me a little something. Even Laura could have told me a little something.
I mean, they all could have told you something. I feel like Braden just saying, you asked Braden 1,000 times, has Kane been here? Has he been talking to me? Has he been asking about?
And he's like, nah. He's like, nah. I'm like, bro. This. He goes in my room. Braden over there throwing up after digging up a dead body. And now we got a dead cop's badge in my dresser. That's painful. I'm not. That's really painful. That's painful. And I was so oblivious to it all. It's like, damn, this is what we doing. All right. When I get out, it's lit.
Oh my God, that's right. Okay, so it's so funny because obviously the theme of this season is sacrifice, and Tariq is trying to sacrifice so many different things. What do you think? And I mean, I'm just asking you, as a fan, when you watch it, like, how is it different watching it than performing?
Man, it's different watching it because like I said, obviously I know what's going on. Like I read the scripts and everything, but like when you see everything like come to life, and you just see like when you see like a shot that me and the director was talking about, and you kind of see exactly what they were saying, what they wanted, and you see that they got it like in the episode. It's like damn, like this is dope. Like seeing everything just come together, knowing like like all the plans and strategies that we've been talking about on the set, and then seeing it come to life and really look amazing and sound amazing and just bring emotions out of everyone. Like it's crazy. That's the craziest part for me, just seeing everything come to life.
Ah, that's awesome. Just so you know, I'm watching these comments. Your mom is in here going off. Not your mom, Shauna. Your mom, Cherry, is in here going off on Lauren. She does not feel her. She said, "Don't trust her. She's no
Listen, Ma.
Tasha." Okay.
Listen, Ma. I got you. All right, I got you. Right now, I don't even know who I could trust. So at this point, I'm not trusting anybody, especially not Lauren. But I can't see her. I don't know what is going on. I can't see any new comments. But hi, Ma. I love you so much, and I miss you so much, and you're doing so great on your new show. Yes.
Oh, so cute. Okay. I'm going to ask you one last question because I know you have to rest, but I wanted to ask you. So someone in the comments was like, why does Kaden keep coming back? So tell me, why do you feel from a place of like, as the character, like, why do you think Tariq keeps thinking about Kaden?
I feel like because, Kanan is like one of the first people like that, Tariq had a real strong relationship and he actually like loved, other than Sean, like, Kanan was like one of the only people that he really, that he loved and really trusted. And I feel like every time he's in a situation and like Kanan, like say if he was alive and he would have been there to help him, like anytime he's in a situation, he just thinks of Kanan and Kanan pops in and just gives him some input. Like that's like his little, I want to say angel over his shoulder, but you know what I mean?
Angel's probably not the right word. And how great is it to like work with 50 when he comes back to set?
It's fun as hell because 50 and his playful energy, he comes to set with that energy. He just makes everyone laugh and smile and it's just dope, being able to work with him. Even though I killed him in the previous season, he came back and we got to do some work together. So that was definitely dope.
What I will definitely say is like 50 brings, what people don't know about him is like he brings so much lightness and like fun and charm to the set. Like he's so great as a leader because he really like makes people feel good about their jobs and how they're doing their work.
Yes, that's my favorite part about working with 50 because he just comes to the set and he's just like, yeah, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Everybody's doing a great job. So everyone just feels good. Everyone's comfortable and the ball is just rolling. So yeah, 50 always brings that good energy to set.
That's awesome. Okay, so now I'm gonna just one last question, then you should go. But what would you want to know if you were gonna ask me anything? What would you want to know about what's coming?
I want to know. Yeah, I don't know. It's like because like it's so hard because it's like I read, but like I don't know, so I don't
You
know.
don't know anything about season 3.
I don't. I want to know. I want. Oh man, it's so much that I actually want to know. Actually, for the next episode coming up. No, I can't ask that. I can't ask that. I don't. I'm not asking. I'm not ruining this. This is. I do so well at not spoiling stuff. I'm not gonna start today. I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay, great.
I'm not
You do
spoiling
a
anything.
great job. Listen, I know that you are friends with Gianni in real life. You may need to protect him because folks are out here. So
Yo, they are on his heels right now. People are telling me like, yo, and like literally like people are telling me to stay away from Gianni. Not even stay away from Braden. People are messaging me like, yo, stay away from Braden. I mean, from Gianni. Like he's not a good person. You can't trust him. I'm like, yo, like this is just a show. Like I'm
it's a
sure he
TV show.
feel me. Like I'm sure Bray take. Gianni would take the charge for Michael Rainey. That's how real he is.
Yeah, Gianni is a completely different person from Braden. They may look alike and sound alike when they speak, and basically that's it.
Yeah, that's
So,
just, but the one they have in common is that they love girls. They go crazy.
all right. I love you so much. I'll see you when I'm in New York. I
Yes,
miss you.
please hurry and come back. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Like I miss you. I miss Shanna. I miss my actual mom. I miss my 3 mothers. Like what is going on? Like this is crazy.
I know. But you're growing up.
Yeah.
So
No. And y'all trying to leave me. Like, come on now. Like
I
I'm
will
still
never leave
baby.
you.
I'm still your baby.
I know you're still my baby. Don't you worry. Someone said to me, because I have a daughter, someone said, do you miss having a son? And I was like, I have a son. His name's Michael Rainey Jr. I'm good.
I'm right here, man. I'm right here. Don't get it twisted. CK is my mom, yeah. Don't get it twisted.
All right. I love you. I'll see you later.
All right. Thank you.
Peace. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the questions now. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna get back to questions. I know you guys had a lot of questions. Wow. Okay. All right. Cool. And Naturi, we miss you and we love you so much. Okay. So let's see. Ooh. Does Lorenzo, Happy Snacks 856, does Lorenzo not fully trust Monet? He cut the visit short to take the call. That is actually very true. Very, very true. And does he trust Monet? Well, he didn't want Monet to know he was trying to get out. Now, Lorenzo's reason for not wanting Monet to know that is that he said to Diana, I don't want her to get her hopes up. Is that his whole reason? I don't know. I sometimes have come, I've done some sneak attacks in my life. Show up, not say I'm coming. Every so often you need to find out new information. Do you know what I'm saying? Paige has received bad DMs. Please explain Lauren's true intentions. I think it's interesting because if people were paying like really close attention, when Lauren puts on the wire, she's being told all of this is to catch Braden. I don't know if you guys like go back and take a look at it. She is definitely like trying to protect Tariq. She's been told multiple times that this is about protecting Tariq. So, all I can say is she got tricked. She got tricked by Carrie Milgram. But people who are like coming at Paige, again, guys know how I feel about it. It's a fictional show. These are actors and they're doing a great job. And they're doing such a great job that they're really believable. So, Kunle, Kun.le, will Lauren feud with Professor Milgram due to the fact that she manipulated her? Hell yeah. Wait for that. Okay, let's see. Is Kane Monet's real son? Yes. You said his birthday on the rap sheet makes him 24 years old. I love that you're looking so hard. Yes, it does. I'm not going to say more than that. Ms. Ajane asks, did Lorenzo know Diana had taken the money from the bar when he told Monet to use it for Zeke? No, he does not know that. If he did know that, he would not have told Monet to look or use that money in episode 4. I can't say your name, but it looks like Echel Robe. Is Tariq fully uneligible of Ghost's inheritance? Could Ghost's estate help him in any way? Okay, so if you go back to episode 615, Tariq does have money. He has a whole bunch of money coming to him from Ghost's estate, but it's not until he graduates with 3.5, I think, GPA. I'd have to go back and look. So he has to graduate college and then he inherits. So that means no, there's no money coming to him until that, which means no, Ghost Estate is not going to help him with his murder charge. And that, in fact, is the whole point of the letter. Okay, let's see. Oh, pause _STFC when asking why not use Omari's voice, some audio from Power maybe. I'm actually going to answer this question. You absolutely cannot do that to an actor. You can't steal their voice from somewhere else and not like it's complicated, but there are union rules against that. You can't just exploit what you already have of them. You actually have to, get permission to do that, etc. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Ruaj, is Cash still in New York? Yes. If you guys remember, a lot of people have been asking me this about Cash, about like whether or not Cash is still in the show. And I just wanted to remind everybody that Cash has a dad. You guys remember? It was Jesse Williams. So Cash actually has a father in New York. So that's, important. That's who he's with. Okay. She official. Is Effie a series regular or not? She is a series regular. Correct. Let's see. Okay, are there any new questions that I need to take? Someone asked if Ghost was coming back again. Let's see. Some of the questions I don't answer, just to say it again, some of the questions I don't answer them because it's like the answer is a specific spoiler, okay? That's why I don't answer them. It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's not that at all. It's just a specific spoiler. I can't answer it because that's not fair to the people who don't want to get things spoiled. Don't check me 93. Could there be a conflict of interest for Davis representing Tariq like Procter and Ghost? This is very interesting. Not yet. Not yet. There isn't. But that could change. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I had a lot of questions about this too. About Braden robbing the jewelry store with no mask. Well, Braden was actually the way into the jewelry store. He was playing, like he was kind of, the dupe. Like he was showing up and like knocking on the door and going, hey, I need to buy jewelry for my girlfriend. And if you guys remember that, like the guy let him in because of that. Well, he couldn't have been wearing a mask to do that. So that's it. Okay. Seeing if there's anything else. Does Councilman Tate still live with his brother? No. Let's see. Okay. Is Lorenzo going to work with Braden now that he doesn't have Corona voice? You guys are going to watch and see what happens. Because there's going to be a lot of fun with that for sure. There's going to be a lot of fun with what happens to the family with Lorenzo being out, because that's going to be a really big deal. Oh, Woody the Great FP says, we miss you, Procter. Absolutely. Absolutely. Killing. That whole scene was so hard to shoot and all that stuff, but it was really real. Okay. Okay. Hey, Marissa 504, do you think Braden would be willing to admit his part in moving the body to help Reek? I don't know. I think Braden is going to be very motivated to help Reek. I think he's going to be very motivated because he didn't see this coming. And maybe he should have, but again, Braden is not actually, he's not of the streets. He couldn't think the 3 moves ahead. Remember we started talking about chess back in Power Book 1? Braden didn't think the 3 moves ahead. He didn't think about it. He didn't think about who he was talking to. He should have. Tariq warned him, but he didn't actually think about how Kane was setting him up exactly for this. Okay, let's see. Why would y'all make us wait 2 weeks after this good ass episode? I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Not my call. Let's see. Underscore Deshaun J. Have I ever been unemployed for a long period as a TV writer? Well, for years, I was on shows that got canceled every year. So I would literally be on a show, it would get canceled, and then I would go on unemployment, and then we would have staffing season. Things are kind of staffed all year round now. I'm just gesturing with this pen, I'll put it down. Things are staffed all year round now, but so yeah, I was on unemployment every year. I was very lucky to get staffed, but yes, I was unemployed. That is a real thing. And it's really scary. It's really, really, really scary. Okay, a lot of questions from the same person, so I'm gonna skip ahead. Let's see, okay. Ms. Shapira, how come Lorenzo's trial was not in the news? He's a big criminal. That's a very good question. He didn't have a retrial. He was let out for technical reasons, and he was let out quietly. So we'll see what happens with all of that. Okay, let's see. A lot of you are putting together some really good stuff. You're paying a lot of attention, and you're putting together some like great questions and ideas. And a lot of them are spoilers, so I can't say, Yes, although someone did ask about why my teeth are so spaced out, and that's because I need to get braces again, and also because of genetics, my friend. That's genetics. Okay. When will Tariq learn how to fight? Pasha for Bedrock? Well, let's see what happens, shall we? Okay. The Elizabethan era. Ghost knew Tariq lacked street smarts. Why a letter like that? Why did he hate Tariq but love Raina, I think is what you want to say. Because Raina was innocent, because Raina did what he said. Tariq never did what Ghost said toward the end. Ghost knew Tariq lacked street smarts, and part of that is Ghost's fault, right? Because he should have taught him about the streets and chose not to. Okay, let's see. The Elizabethan era also asked, and then I will switch to another person. Monet must feel such betrayal by her children. How will this affect her relationship with them? How do you guys think Monet is going to react to being betrayed? How do you think she's going to react? I mean, just a question, right? Just a real question. Like, is Monet someone who forgives easily, who has like gentle relationships with people? I don't think so. Okay. All right. Let's see. Nina Deloa asked, this season of class has been about ethics. What's my favorite classroom discussion? I love talking about ends justifying the means and free will. Those are things that are really interesting to me. And there are more things coming this season that are going to be really amazing as well. Let's see. Okay. Why did Monet let Tariq go to his sister's court hearing? This is a great question. Okay. Because that scene was about power. Like all of our scenes are really about power, right? Small p. Okay. So in that scene, Monet is like, I have all the power. See, you can't function without me. I'm going to make you sit here and suffer. I'm locking the car door and I have my gun. But then Tariq showed her that she didn't really have all the power that she thought she did because she really wasn't running the organization in a smooth way. Some of the things that actually everyone's been saying to her all along all came home to roost in episode 5. When Kane says to her, am I your son or am I a soldier? And she says both, and he says, what kind of mother does that make you? That is really important. What Tariq says to her is really important. And so she's kind of like, what am I doing this for? And in that moment, she actually really changes and kind of moves toward what Mecca's been saying to her all along. You don't need to be doing this. You don't need to live this life. Why don't you just come let me take care of you? And, again, I'm not going to get into the politics of like men, women, heterosexuality, heterosexual norms, all that stuff. What I will say is that for some women, especially powerful women, the idea of a man coming and saying, I will take care of you. You can lay this down. I can handle you. I can hold you down. It's like, that's a beautiful myth. And so, it would be a beautiful thing to have somebody show up like that. That's actually a version of the Knight on the White Horse for some people. It's not about like, oh, let me buy you this and buy you that. Monet can buy things for herself. That's not really the issue. It's the responsibility of taking care of everybody, of thinking for everybody, of being ahead of things that's really kind of crushing her right now, of trying to take care of all of it. And for Mecca to say, I've got a plan, let me handle you, is really beautiful. And in that moment when Tariq says, you're fucking up, Monet, that's a moment where she goes, you know what, you're right, I am fucking up. I thought I could handle this on my own. I don't want to handle it on my own. And that sends her to Mecca. Unfortunately, now that she's about to run away with Mecca, a complication has occurred, which is that her husband is home from jail. Let's see. BHop_93, will we see more important bodies dropping by the end of the season? Y'all know me. What you think I'm gonna do? Come on. Okay, great. Let's see. Kibo Slays. What was your reason behind Reek in jail versus Kane? Well, it's time for Tariq to pay some consequences for his actions. And those actions aren't just killing his father. There are a bunch of like slipshod decisions that he's made. And it's interesting because I get a lot of questions and comments about why isn't Tariq smarter? And again, I will just tell you guys, he's not smarter because he's 19. He's not a fully formed, he's not his father yet. When we met Ghost was 35. He's a man and he's lived a lot of life. Tariq is not a man still. He's like a manlet. He's a young man and he's got to get himself and he's got to learn some lessons. And I will say again, everyone who could have taught Tariq these lessons is gone. Kanan is dead, Tariq's fault. Tommy is gone, not Tariq's fault, but Tariq didn't help that situation. Ghost is gone, and Tasha is gone. So at the end of the day, he doesn't have anybody to really tell him these are the mistakes you shouldn't be making. So he's making them. Okay, I'm going to do a few more questions. This is like, there's so many questions. Let's see. Desi K _ why didn't Braden get turned in to ask questions? It was in both of their rooms. Okay, because Braden is not Detective Tate's suspect at that point. He's really looking at Tariq. He's really looking at Tariq after having listened to the conversation between Tariq and Lauren. He's doing that. But you're asking a smart question, which is a good lawyer would say that could have been anybody's. There were a lot of people in and out of that room, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's coming. Let's see. Someone asked me, why is Tariq always running? Mom in heels, I guess that's a thing for you. Tariq runs because Tariq is late a lot, because Tariq's life is messy. His life is unmanageable. Let's see. Oh, okay, I guess I think there are two good questions to end this with. How will going to jail change Tariq's mindset further on this series? Ibrahim K _ 25, this is a great question. How will going to jail affect him? Well, let's see. Tariq has trusted a lot of people. He has been close to a lot of people. He has not had his head on a swivel in the way that he really needed to. So he's going to have a few feelings. There's going to be a few feelings. So that's going to happen for sure. Coming out and having the anger of being betrayed is going to shift you in a way. And I think I talked about that a little bit about Cain. So just think about those things. And the next thing is, can you give us a hint for the next episode? _Dash. And I think I will stop there. So a hint for the next episode. Well, let's see where we left everything, right? Okay, where we left everything is Tariq is in jail. He can't trust everybody, so immediately that's going to happen. There's going to be repercussions on campus because he's not there. I can definitely talk about that. The next thing that I definitely feel like is important to talk about, and I think kind of, if we want to call episode 5 kind of a triple hander, kind of a Kane, Monet, Tariq triple hander in a way, episode 6 has a lot of kind of double hander things because something horrible happened to Tariq, and then Monet is stuck with her husband being home, which is really a big shift. So that will kind of be very interesting. I wonder if you guys have thoughts about how Monet is going to react to Lorenzo being home. If y'all remember, Lorenzo has a very specific way of doing things, and he likes to tell people what to do. So we'll see. All right. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you coming in. So like a record amount of you came today. I really appreciate Michael, Rainey, and of course, Naturi for being around and saying hello. And I just want to say, I really appreciate you guys so much. Have a wonderful holiday season, and I will check you really, really soon. I will see you guys for the rest of the season. So thanks. Bye.